this is Jackie from Bronx Baubles, also known as Titi Gordy. So today I'm bringing you part 2 of my favorite finds of 2020. Now these are finds from thrift stores, antique shops, from flea markets, garage sales, online sales, from all over. And so I'm just, I really had a hard time selecting just a few pieces here because there were so many good finds last year in 2020 with COVID and everything going on. I still was able to find some really, really nice treasures. And so I just can imagine what 2021 is going to bring to me. So without further ado, let's get started. One of my favorite finds of 2020 are these mosaics. Okay, aren't these gorgeous? These are mosaics that I just kept picking up here and there and everywhere. I'd find them everywhere, and so I started to amass a collection. And once you have 3 pieces, it becomes a collection. And so I evidently have more than 3. These are pieces that came from Italy mostly. Some of them are marked, some of them are not marked, some of them are vintage, some of them look relatively untouched and new. And what I really like about them is these just gorgeous little fancy little flower pictures. They're just really beautiful. Now, one of the things that I learned this year, I was calling these micro mosaics, and it turns out that there's a whole great big debate whether these are called micro mosaics or not. And it turns out that I just think these are called mosaics. And so from now on, I'll be calling these mosaics and not micro mosaics. Micro mosaics are more finer, tiny little details. They're like all the little kings that make up these pictures are even finer and thinner. And it's a fascinating way that they make these mosaics, and you should check it out on YouTube. They have these glass pieces which they stretch out while the glass is still molten and still hot, and then they crack them into tiny little pieces, and then they usually have this picture of what they're going to have beneath it. Sometimes they don't. If they've been doing it over and over and over again, they know where things go. And then they individually, one by one, put the little glasses onto the metal plate, and then they go over it with like a grout, and that's how they make these. Now Dolce & Gabbana makes these amazing mosaics. They have these gorgeous glasses. They even have mosaics on shoe heels. Gorgeous stuff. And they have a purse full with mosaics all over them. And that's what gave me the idea for this one. So, if you want a way to display your mosaic brooches, or any brooches for that matter, put them on a cloth purse like this one. And so this is a great way to display your mosaics and take an evening out. And with this, you're going to look like something out of Dolce & Gabbana. So try these out. These are great. Another piece that I found that I absolutely love is this. Now this is, I just fell in love with this. I didn't know much about what this is. I believe they're prayer beads. And what I love the most about them is this glass, just like this cobalt blue glass. And then it has this tassel with these little flower pieces that come dangling down from it. And then these big round balls have this gold and silver design, and it kind of looks like the wedding glass pieces, the Venetian wedding glass from Italy that were very popular. I want to say in the Victorian era, or maybe even Art Deco. Actually, I'm not too sure about that, but look how fabulous. I don't know if I have the guts to wear this, but my style icon, Iris Apfel, she would have totally wore this, and she's half my size. And so if she could wear it, why can't I wear it? So I just got to find a fabulous outfit to wear it with, and I bet you I get a lot of stares. Right now, I put this over my powder blue ginger jar. And I kind of draped this over it, and that's what I used for this. Well, I saw this, I was super excited over it. And this piece right here actually cost me under $5. So look out for these. And then another piece that I was so excited, and I showed this in one of my other videos. I believe it was the health benefits of copper jewelry. Check out that video. That's a really unique and good video. I'll put the link below. And it's this butterfly, this copper butterfly piece. And I don't know much about it. It's not marked. I've never seen anything like it, but I just fell in love with this piece. And this necklace that I'm wearing right now, this is a Kenneth J. Lane. And what I love about this lariat, and lariats are like these negligee pieces that it's like one long string. Let's see if I can do this okay. And then this gets draped twice. You could probably use this even as a belt. You can drape it twice like this. You can probably go a third time over your neck. This is Kenneth J. Lane, and it kind of reminds me of my Monet pieces, and so to match it up with my Monet piece. These earrings are a recent acquisition in 2021, so they're not one of my favorites. I just happen to be wearing it. And this piece here is Napier, okay? Oh, and this headband. Look at that headband. This headband I got at Etsy. So let's keep going. Another one of my favorites is this piece right here. This is recycled glass, and it's from Africa. And it also has these beautiful, and I've seen these African recycled glass necklaces before, but I've never seen one with these coral branches that are coming out. That's what makes this one unique. What I love about this piece is that what they do is take recycled glass from like the like a garbage site, and they crush it into like a powder form, and then they put it in a kiln where these molds, these round little molds are. And while the glass is melting and molding into the mold, they stick I think a bamboo shoot type of a thing to make the holes. And that's how they make this recycled glass necklace. And I think this is an older one. This doesn't look like a newer version. But like I said, what makes this more unique than anything are these coral branches that are coming out of this piece. And I just fell in love with it. And then comes to find out, a few months later, I found the matching earrings. So now I can wear it as a set. And I just think this is so beautiful. This recycled glass comes in different colors. You might see this in a cobalt blue, a darker green, a lighter shade of this, a darker shade of this. And really it depends on the glass that they use. But so they have these in different shades. Look out for these, they're gorgeous. Gorgeous. They kind of remind me of sea glass on the beach. And then I found this fabulous red quartz necklace, and it's made with these sterling silver. It says 925 in the back here, and also on this beautiful clasp. I love things with unique clasps like that. On the clasp it also says 925. So it's sterling silver with these rose quartz, and I just fell in love with this. And it comes to find out that red quartz is for lovers and for friendship, and lovers wear them to connect to each other. It opens up your heart chakra, opens up your heart so that you can receive and give love. It also symbolizes fidelity. So red quartz is a great thing to wear, and so I'm gonna have a lot of fun wearing this red quartz. This find came right out of HSN, and it's a Heidi Daus necklace, and this is stunning. Like, when I opened the box, I said, wow. And when you say like wow to any piece that you open up or you see, then you know it's a special piece. So this piece here Look at this piece. Wow. Isn't that gorgeous? Look, it's like it fits bigger than the palm of my hand. And this piece here has so many, I mean, every time I look at it, I find something else new about it. It's made with these flanked elephants on the edges here. And then you have this crown here. And then you have this really, really adorable monkey. Look at him. He's so cute. And then over here, you have these birds, these sparrows with dangling feathered stones. And then, if that wasn't enough, you have another, I'm sorry, this is a tiger. And then the monkey's down here. And he is flanked by dogs or something like that. I mean, there's just so much to look at here. Look at this. And the articulation. Now, one of the rules about jewelry that articulates is the more the articulation, the more expensive it is, because it's the harder it is to make. Because they're made piece by piece by piece, and then they have to pull it all together. And all of that takes time, and time is money. And so when you find a piece that's heavily articulated like this one, then you know you're talking dollars. Because they could, in theory, make this plate into one piece and without that movement, and it wouldn't be as expensive. So this has several moving pieces. I mean, look at that. And then it's the necklace part of it is the simulated turquoise. It's almost as big as my face. That's how big this thing is. So this is a Heidi Daus, and I am looking forward to wearing this. I haven't had the privilege of wearing it yet. So this is a bracelet that I got from an online store. It was from an expensive store, but they had a super duper sale, and I was able to get this at a ridiculously good price compared to what it would have been. And it's this honker of an amber piece it's a bracelet. And look, how amazing is that? This is super heavy. It's not cheap plastic that's going to be flimsy. I'd be afraid if this fell on the floor because it could crack easily, but I just think it's so beautiful. And they have these in several colors, and I believe I got one in pink, which I couldn't find for this video. I like amber. I just love this. I mean, I really, really do. This is from this company here called Cult Gaia. Isn't that gorgeous? And then I got this beautiful, can you guys figure what this is? It's one of those fortune fish bracelets. This one I got on the secondary market, and it's from Marc Jacob. And so it's called Fortune Fish Bracelet. Not the most comfortable, but it is really, really cool. And what I love about this is I actually have the fortune fish, the real fortune fish. And it looks like this. And what you're supposed to do is put it in your hands, and you can see what happens to it. And depending on how it acts, it tells your fortune. So in this case, oh man, he's just moving. Look how he's moving. So moving head means jealousy. Moving tail means indifference. Moving head and tail is in love. Curling sides, it's fickle. Turns over, false. Motionless, dead one. And curls up entirely, passionate. And I think I am passionate. So if you're interested in me sending you one of these fortune fishes, because I do have several of them, Make sure you subscribe and like and leave me a comment, and I will figure out how to get this to you in the mail. Remember, Valentine's Day is coming up, so this is perfect. So if you're interested in that, leave me a comment, hit like and subscribe, and I'll get in touch with you. Also, I have another version of it. This one's called Loves Me Not, heart shape instead of the fish shape, because the inside of the box tells you what it is. It says curling head and tail, in love. So this is an in love bracelet. Super cool, right? You know, people think of jewelry as just necklaces and earrings and rings. I expand jewelry to include cufflinks and accessories and hair pieces and Chinese fingernails. This is such a unique thing to get and to wear. I have not worn this yet, but I just love the idea of it. The Chinese fingernails, popular in the 1640s all the way through the 1910s. The women used to wear these long fingernails, and they used to put lacquer and enamel, and it was very important that the longer your fingernails were, the wealthier you were, because people who had to work with their hands wouldn't be able to afford fingernails. So it was a status thing. And then they discovered these things and they started to wear them. They usually wore them just like the way I'm wearing them right now, like on the last two fingers. And as you can see in this picture next to me of a woman wearing this, she was an empress and she wore her fingernails. But it also reminded me of Helios. I can't even pronounce him, but I'll put the name below. And look at him, long, creepy fingernails. And there was this crazy character that came out slinking in the shadows, and with his crazy long nails that look like this. Girls today wear these crazy long stiletto fingernails. This one is of my daughter Sophie wearing her fingernails. And so they've been using these for decades, and there's newer iterations of our young princesses who now go to the nail salons to get their nails looking like this. But isn't that cool? So the last item I have is these prayer beads. And I wore this in one of my earliest videos. These are just super cool. And these are prayer beads, Chinese prayer beads, and they're reverse glass painted. And so each of these little beads are individually hand painted. And the way they did it, I'm going to show you one of these. I have several of these in my collection. So here are two, and there is a hole on the inside. See this hole here? And these were hand blown glass. So they blow the glass, and look how thick they are. They're super thick, you know? And through this hole, they would stick a paintbrush, and they would go in there with a paintbrush, and actually with a very fine brush, and paint the inside. And so that's how they made these. But they also made this necklace the same way. So you imagine how tiny these little beads are, and look at the details of them. And they would go in there and make the little paintings. Here's another one. And I started to collect these because I'd find them, again, at yard sales, at thrift stores, at antique stores. In fact, I found this one at an antique store, and this is a huge one. And depending on the design of these pieces, they can command an exorbitant amount of money. And so there's some writing here. I don't know what the writing is, but this is just a beautiful take a look. It's a beautiful banquet, it looks like. And these guys are on a cloud, and the guys that are in the banquet are pushing them towards the guys that are in the cloud. So I'm sure there's a story behind it. I don't know what it is. And this one is a beautiful scene. It looks like right out of those Chinese movies that I love, with the period pieces, and they're on a cliff right there. That's really, really nice. And sometimes you can see them with really beautiful, intricate details. It's so pretty. These are 4 women, and it looks like they're either, I don't know, they're sitting at a table, and this woman here is even fanning herself. She's got a beautiful little fan. So that's a real pretty one. And this is adorable because this one are panda bears eating bamboo. And that's lovely. And I have one more piece of hand-painted jewelry in that reverse style. This one is a really, really nice piece. It's on a satin cord with a delicate bead in the middle that depicts a monkey off of a cliff. And I was born in the year of the monkey. So that's what this is. So I hope that you enjoyed my favorite finds for 2020. I had so much fun looking at these pieces again, bringing them out, enjoying looking at them. And it was hard to pick just these few. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I had so much fun doing these videos. My subscribership is going up, so please continue subscribing. Thank you for listening to the inspirational stories that Julie has presented to me. So thank you so much.